What's up, everyone? It's Kovarks here, back on the Kovarks Sports channel, and today we're going to be giving you our predictions for the North Carolina Tar Heels in 2021. Last year they went 8-4, but I think they're a much better team than that. While they did lose to Texas A&M in their bowl game and to Notre Dame, they still kept both of those within 2 scores. They played pretty well throughout most of the game. They just had some issues towards the end. And their defense was not great last year, but they returned almost everybody on the defensive side of the ball, and they should be getting a lot better. They were upset twice at Florida State and at Virginia. I assume that they're not going to struggle like that this year. I think they're going to clean some stuff up a bit. They've got Sam Howell coming back at quarterback. That is huge. They also have a good wide receiver core. They did lose De'Ami Brown, if I pronounce that right. I apologize if I didn't. And Michael Carter, their running back. So those are 2 big losses, but they have guys coming back up. They have enough experience. The O-line should be really solid. Of course, like I said, the quarterback should be good. Defense should be good. They are going to be really good, and I think this is the year that Mac Brown really gets it turned around there in Chapel Hill. Before we get into my predictions, I do want to tell you guys that link down below will be my brand new channel that I am partnering with Brivical to create a college football podcast. So if you like college football, I assume you do if you're watching this video, make sure to go and check that out. Like I said, the link will be in the description. And the first episode should be coming out very soon. Now let's go ahead and get into the schedule. So 2019 they went 7-6. Last year they went 8-4. Starting off the year, it's on a Friday night at Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech's going to be a pretty good team. I think they will improve a bit from last year. It's on the road, and that's a very tough place to play, and I think they're really going to be rocking because it's the first game of the season, and we haven't had just a normal crowd in a long time. So I think Virginia Tech is a pretty good team. First game of the season, Friday night on the road. Everything is pointing to Virginia Tech, except that North Carolina is better. But just because it's the first game of the season, I feel like this is a big opportunity for Virginia Tech, and I think I'm going to take them in an upset. But don't worry, I think the Tar Heels will rebound against Georgia State the next week before taking on Virginia. Last year, they lost to Virginia on the road. I think they're going to want to avenge that loss. They're going to come out, it's at home, they're just going to play some of their best football. And this is where they start to get the ball rolling. Then they play Georgia Tech. It's not actually a road game, it's a neutral site game because they're playing at Mercedes-Benz Stadium instead of at Georgia Tech's field. So it may still be considered a road game because it's still in Atlanta, but technically they're not playing at Georgia Tech's field. Yeah, I don't think it matters though, because North Carolina is a much better team. Georgia Tech is getting better, but I don't think they're good enough to go up against Sam Howell and win. Then they play Duke. Duke is going to be at the bottom of the ACC, so they should win, especially because it's at home. So I think they get 3 big ACC wins there to improve to 4-1 before taking on Florida State. They lost last year, so I think they're going to have a lot of, kind of like the Virginia game, they're going to really want revenge. And similar to the Virginia game, it's at home, which just gives them another boost. Florida State, they're going to be getting it turned around soon. I think they've got a good head coach, but just going to Chapel Hill against a really good North Carolina team, one that's looking for revenge, I don't think that the Seminoles are going to be able to get it done. So the Tar Heels go to 5-1 before taking on Miami, who they destroyed in the Orange Bowl last year. So North Carolina had a massive win. I think it was like 63-28 or something. It was a big win. I don't think it's going to be that big of a margin this year, but because it's at home, I still think North Carolina is going to win by a few scores. I think North Carolina is better, and it's at home. Miami will want revenge, and if it was at Miami, I'd maybe go with the Hurricanes, but it's hard for me to do that when it's once again at the Tar Heels Stadium. So I will go ahead and take them in that one. Then they get a bye week, a very good placement after a tough Florida State game, tough Miami game. Now you're going on the road to Notre Dame, so very good placement for that bye week. Up against Notre Dame, they lost by 14 last year, I believe, 31-17, so this is going to be a chance for them to get more revenge. They did against Florida State and Virginia. I know it's on the road, but it's still a chance for revenge. Notre Dame lost quite a bit. The offense should be good, but not as good as North Carolina's, I don't think. They just won't be as explosive. The defense lost quite a bit. Like I said, I know it's on the road, but I think North Carolina is finally ready to get that huge win to really start to propel their program. And then I think they beat Wake Forest. It was a shootout last year, and it could be again this year, but it's at home, so I'm going to go with the Tar Heels. So now they're getting the ball rolling. They're 8-1. Everything's looking good. And then you have a Thursday night game against Pittsburgh. This is going to be a really tough game, I feel like. Ranked teams, I feel like they always lose on weekdays. Pittsburgh is actually going to be a pretty good team. I don't think they're as good as Miami or North Carolina. I don't think they have a real shot to win their division. But I think they can get a big win. They typically do. Remember, they beat Clemson a few years ago. I think that North Carolina, they're probably going to trip up twice again. They'll win the big games against Notre Dame and Miami and Florida State, but I still think they're going to trip up twice. So I'm going to give this one to Pittsburgh, but I assume they'll beat Wofford. They'll go to 9-2 before taking on NC State, who is kind of similar to Pittsburgh. If I'm a North Carolina fan, I'm worried about another upset, but between Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech, and NC State, 3 tough road games, I want to assume that they're probably going to get upset in 2 and win 1. So, because it's the final game and it's a rivalry game, I know it's on a Friday, but I'm still going to go with North Carolina. I have them going 10-2 in the regular season with some big wins over Notre Dame and Miami. Yes, they do get upset twice, but I think this would be a really solid season. Probably get into the ACC championship if you have a performance like this. So this team is going to be really good, I feel like, and this would be a really good season. So I have the Tar Heels going 10-2 in 2021. Let me know down below what you think about the Tar Heels and if they will do better, do worse. I've seen predictions that they're overrated, or they could even be a playoff contender, which I think they are, but I don't think they're quite there yet. So let me know what you think, though, down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Also, join my Discord. I don't normally mention that at the end of videos, but I have a link to my Discord, and you could chat about football there. I want to once again thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.